I was watching this program called Who Do You Think You Are?
Yes.
And there was this beautifully, unintentionally hilarious moment where they got one of these celebrities, I can't remember who it was, black lady, and they were talking about her ancestor who was a slave. And obviously she was very upset by this, understandably so.
Yes.
And then she went, well, this slave won his freedom. She was like, oh, marvellous, that's so good. And then they went, and then he went on to own slaves. Oof. And she was absolutely mortified.
Jamaica SS, a return of slaves in the parish of Manchester.
In the possession?
In the possession. Sorry, James Gordon Harriet as owner. On the 28th day of June, in the year of our Lord, 1825. Oh my word.
He owned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slaves.
I can see that.
No, actually.
My great-great-grandfather was a slave owner. Well, I don't know what to say. This is just quite amazing that one moment you're feeling this almost hatred for people who dominated and controlled and at times abused my 3 times great mother, Catherine Smith, and getting so angry with being in that church up in Manchester and looking at that plaque of John Davey, and yet my own grandfather, only twice removed, was a slave owner himself.
Yes.
Fucking hell. Sorry. Didn't expect this at all.
It was funny in a way because it was like, it's not simple.
Yeah.
And this idea that we're presented with, and this, this, how can I put it?
Reductive
that's
points,
it.
yeah.
Reductive view of history.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And
it's nonsensical.
Yeah. And I think that kind of view of history as well also explains why there is this view that there is some sort of universal black identity, that black people around the world all share the same values and the same beliefs and the same outlook. And this is completely wrong from my own particular experience as well. So as I said at the very start, I was born in Nigeria. And in Nigeria, over 99% of the population is black. So
you're saying you don't have diversity? Have they not been told diversity is their strength?
not racial diversity, other types of diversity. So so of course race is not at the forefront of the minds of the ordinary Nigerian, and race is not one of the factors that divide society. Other factors such as ethnic, tribal group, religion, region, or geography. Those are the things that shape the divisions within Nigerian society. And this became evident to me when last year my brother was getting married, and my brother lives in America, and he was getting married to an African-American woman, so a woman whose ancestors were enslaved Africans. And she brought along a lot of her family members and friends to Nigeria. And I assume that many of these Black Americans expected a kind of homecoming, a kind of return of the prodigal son or daughter or whatever. But the striking thing is that what struck many of these Nigerians was not the fact that these Black Americans were Black, it was the fact that these Black Americans were Americans. So the Americanness of them was the most striking thing to the Nigerians, which I think just goes to illustrate that race is not at the forefront of the minds of many African people themselves. Other things might shape the way that they look at Black Americans, Black British people, and Black people from across the rest of the world.
So what you're saying is, and this is very controversial, is that people's skin color doesn't determine how they act and behave and think. That's incredible, man.
It's such a radical point of view.
It's a radical idea.